Good evening. Oh, tell you what. Uh, this is like one of the shittest ends to a week I've had in a while. Um. Oh, sorry. Hold on a sec. What? Okay, Twitch is showing me that thing again where it's like, did you lose a lot of... Did you lose a bit rate? Did you lose all your bit rate? And then I'm looking at OBS and I haven't dropped a single frame. I'm assuming that's got something to do with the connection starting. I can only imagine. Yeah, like, I could imagine, like, a weird bug where, like, the bitrate starts monitoring before it actually senses a connection, or as it senses a connection. And, obviously, when you're establishing a connection before you send a shitload of data, the bitrate's probably going to be small because you're only doing a handshake. I could see that, at least. It doesn't feel like it comes up that often, but it might also be something to do with, like, the intervals at which it measures the bitrate, and how it, like, aggregates bitrate over time or some shit. I feel like that's been happening more recently. Yeah, so, if you couldn't tell, yeah, I've had a rough week. Slamming my head against something at work that's just been, like, infuriating to figure out. And then, yeah, I guess I was barely running on fumes after work today, because I then dropped an $80 bottle of alcohol on my front porch. So, yeah, I'm doing great. Well, I didn't drop it. Like, I set it on the thing, or on the concrete. And I thought, okay, the only thing next to that is, like, a section of garden that has wood chippings in it. No fucking way, even if it rolled down there, that it would come to harm. It'd hit the bark and it wouldn't hit anything hard. So I go and fumble with my keys, open the door, and I go to grab the bag, and it starts rolling. Couldn't grab it in time. And I think what happened is, like, so imagine concrete, small drop, like, I'd say, like, 2 or 3 centimeters. So what I thought it would do is roll all the way off, but I think what ended up happening is part of it went forward first, so it ended up twisting, and I think the liquid started, like, going back and forth because it wobbled, and I think it smashed against the concrete hard enough that it broke. So, yeah. Like, I'm willing to admit that's my bad, but Jesus fucking Christ, that felt... That really felt like that wasn't my fault. Like, how the fuck was I supposed to understand that that could have happened? It's like... It's not like yeah, it's like 2 centimeters. I didn't think it could actually create that much distance that A, it would break if it fell, and B, it could even twist in that way. Yeah. Fun times. Anyway, I was almost not going to stream tonight, because, like, if I was done after that. I had to clean the shit up and everything, and then... Yeah, I was just, like, out of it so much. I'm like, fuck, I can't be bothered doing anything. But, at the very least, I can get done with the rogues, the rogue, class quests. Upgrade to ninja, maybe do 1 or 2 of those, and then level a bit if I actually feel like it, but I have an early exit if I really want to, because I feel like shit. And I'd rather save myself for the stuff we're going to be doing over the weekend. So, OBS, thank you. Time to work with some pirates. Oh, sorry, rogue. not pirates. They're not pirates anymore. Stifled screams. Jack wishes to bring you in on a tricky assignment. Ah, Bevan, just some more I was hoping to see. We've some nasty trouble brewing. Client's on his way, so sit tight and pay attention. I'm calling Underfoot and the Strain on this as well. It'll be a right little rogue family reunion. Okay. So, of note, the last thing we saw was some Yellow Jacket being a little sour. They owed stuff to us. Jack, the client's arrived. Our guest here comes from Maelstrom Command, with confidential orders direct from the Admiral herself. So you know this won't be a simple job. Afraid your guildmaster speaks truly. 'Twas several days ago when an emaciated man stumbled into one of our camps seeking aid. Upon questioning the poor fellow, we discovered that he had narrowly escaped a life of slavery. He claimed that pirates had raided his village, abducting him and many others to sell on a black market auction block. We dispatched a patrol to confirm the tale and found the village almost completely destroyed. It was a meagre settlement without so much as a guardhouse. Thus did its unkind fate escape our notice until now. You think these pirates never heard of the code? Pillaging honest culls and dipping their wicks in the slave trade? They've headed the right way for a good stabbing. Aye. Though it ain't set down in so many... Though it ain't set down in so many wids, the code's notoriously unforgiving against those as raise weapons against the weak. After all, the first pirates in these parts were culls that, what was fleeing oppression in the northern seas. Ignore your history and you risk becoming what it was you hated most. Hear that, Sigurd? So, you've a mark for us, then. That we do. From the description given to us by the escaped villager, we've determined that these lawbreakers are members of the Jolly Merchants, pirate crew in possession of an official privateering license. To it appear, however, that privateering has been naught but a screen behind which to hide their illicit activities. One can only imagine how many other Laminson citizens have fallen prey to these wicked slavers. We've let it happen right under our very noses. Naturally, the Admiral desires a swift resolution to this ignominy, but merely tracking down those poor souls who have already been sold is proving heavily taxing to our allocated resources. We could throw more soldiers at the problem. That runs the risk of drawing the small folks' attention and inciting undue panic. Thus do we come to the Rogues Guild for help. We ask that you eliminate the Jolly Merchants and liberate the villagers presently in their custody, and that you do so with the utmost discretion. Consider it done. When those nasty coves will feel our short blades pricking into their backs, they'll enjoy but a brief moment of regret before the code is rightly enforced. Alright, let's get to work. I'll be going after the Jolly Merchants myself. Underfoot, Vakib, you two lend your skills to the Maelstrom's investigation and see what you can whittle about the culls what have already been sold. Vevern, you're coming with me. I think you're ready for the next step of your education. Alright. Throwing knives like deer soon. Shall we get after these slave and cutthroats then? Our client tells me that the Jolly Merchantmen set sail from Owlport a few bells ago. Oh, aye, they might even board an Imperial ship or two, but that's just some mummery they're putting on to amuse the Admiral's squads. I reckon the rest of the crew be back on land, looking to snap the shackles on a fresh herd of chattel. And just to prove my theory right, one of them jolly bastards got himself spotted creeping about the Ruffmans in Lower Lenosha. There's a Ben Cove over at the Morabay Dry Docks by the name of Swarsint. Swarsint? Svarsint? Svarsint will likely know the full story. He's more of a shipwright than a rogue these days, but he keeps his glazes keen for the guild. Head over and have yourself a prattle, and I'll join you soon, like. Jesus Christ. I think I'm getting a little better at it, but doing the fucking pirate accent and, like, reading quickly is, like, something that's really rough for me still. Because, like, if I'm just reading it, like, I feel like I can do it pretty well, but if I'm putting on, like, a voice, I think it feels like I have processing time before it actually comes out. And, yeah, sometimes I read. My eyes are trained to read a bit faster than that because I speak faster than that. And then, yeah. These jolly merchant bastards won't be so jolly when we catch up to them. No doubt you and Jack can handle a few ale-sodden pirates. But if you need an extra set of fambles, just say the word and we'll be there. Yeah, we'll see. Because I have to assume this is going to be the quest that kind of leads into the next couple. That this might not be so complicated. Or at least this definitely seems like a good opportunity to do that. Like, maybe there is a bigger kind of thing or a lot of the pirates are doing at the moment that we're not aware of. Maybe these guys in particular are going to be a fucking pain in the ass to deal with. Who knows? I know what you're here. I know what you are. What can old Svarsint do for you? Hunting down jolly merchant slavers. Well, that explains a few things. I was keeping an eye on the bustle about the dry docks, you see, when I spied an odd trio off in the distance. This rough-looking sod, one of your pirates, I'd wager, was prodding along another bloke and this poor skinny lass. Seen whipped curs less miserable than the two being herded. Last I saw, they were headed south. If what you're saying about this slavery business is true, then that jolly merchant's not going to walk his charges all the way to market. No, likely has a boat waiting for him. And if I were a slaver headed south, my vessel would be hidden somewhere along the salt strand. Doesn't leave you much time. You said Jack was on his way, yes? You best go on ahead and I'll point him in the right direction when he gets here. Thank you, my man. Oh, I gotta say, now that I've had a little bit of time to work with, God, I don't remember if I said this on stream or not, but as it turns out, you can't be hidden. So, okay. So I've got Trick Attack, right? This guy right here. Trick Attack I can use every 60 seconds, but I have to be hidden to do that. So for Ninja, I'm sure this isn't a problem, but at least up until Rogue, you cannot hide if you're in combat currently, and dungeon bosses apparently can just see. I think what happens is they force you onto the threat table if they're attacking. So, and you have to be within a certain distance for it to actually proc, probably inside the arena or something. But every time I tried to do it, I'd hide, run in, then the boss would attack the tank, and I'd be popped out of hiding. So, yeah, Trick Attack kind of sucks at the moment, which is a shame, because, like, it's a decent single-target damage increase. You know, the kind of thing I would especially want to work on a boss. Svarsint came through for us, eh? Now, what do we got here? This one looks a charmer. Sudden move, I told you. Me peg-legged grandma hobbles quicker than you miserable sacks of shite. Or maybe you need another thrashing, is that it? You already forgot what happens when you try me generous patience. I'm sorry. Please, no more beatings. We walked as fast as we could, but we need food, water. Then get in the boat and shut your traps. You get fed when you reach the other side. The other side? Where are you taking us? Are you challenging me, or just plain daft? I told you to keep your bleating mouth shut. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... Oh, Leviathan Scaly. Ah, she's weeping again. Listen, we're headed to Aleport, alright? Wait, really? That's where me and me shipmates gather to take stock of the merchandise and decide what gets sold where. See, some buyers want only lads, while others is looking for lasses. As long as we keep these rich bastards happy, we make more coin than we ever did scrapping with the Empire's war galleys. Not that you care about that, I suppose. What matters to you is that you'll be loaded onto the Jolly Merchantman, sailed off to God's nowhere, and them still be a distant memory. So if I was you, I'd fill that empty belly with one last gob full of sweet ocean sea breeze. So tempted to put a blade twixt his eyes here and now, but that won't get the job done. No, let him guide us to his mates in Aleport, then we'll mill the whole bloody lot of them. Jolly merchants will get their due. Don't you worry about that. They've gone. We best hurry to Aleport. Unless you've a quicker way, there's a ferry what leaves from Candlekeep Quay. I'll meet you across the water, lass. Well, that really didn't seem like there was, hold on. Did I fuck with the... Oh my god, I did. Yeah, you could barely hear that. Fuck. Yeah, again, I've been messing around with a lot of audio recently, so, yeah. That's also way too loud for me. Aleport. I'm keen to see what we're gonna do here, because I feel like if class and job quests wanted to be really kind of quick and quiet about, or like require the least amount of writing, I should say, they'd probably end the quest there and go like, okay, we need to regroup and think about things, but no, like Jack's like, no, it's Aleport it is, and then we'll deal with them. Bevan, Jolly Merchant's Cove still with his captives. Seems they've taken a room under an alias. Hiding their operation in plain sight. Bold as brass, eh? But it's an old slaver's trick. See, even if some cull recognises the merchandise, only a single handler gets boned. The rest of the crew just whistles all innocent-like, while their mate is marched off to cry cockles. And you can bet they threaten bloody murder for any prisoner what raises a hue and cry. Patience now, lass. We'll just wait until we're sure that all these blackguards have arrived. Meanwhile, you better sharpen your stabbers. We have a busy night ahead of us. Okay, so it kind of went both ways. Like, actually progress thing. No, we're doing it now. Ready for the job, then? Once the Jolly Merchants are all here, we'll ambush the sods and set their captives free. Okay, never mind. We're doing the thing. That ought to be long enough. We'll just have to hope there aren't any stragglers. Listen closely now, lass. Merchants are disguised as plain old adventurers, and have settled themselves in 3 separate rooms here in Aleport. How do we whittle which cobbers are the merchants? Easy. Take a look at the daddles of that bingo swilled cull over yonder. He's wearing lavender gloves, the exact same type what that nasty sod at the Salt Strand had on. That'll be how they find each other in a crowd. Of course, it's also how I whittled where each of the bastards was staying. Just snilch the hopeless glazes of the company they keep, and you can be sure you've found your mark. So here's the job all laid out for you. We hit all 3 common rooms, mill the merchants quick and dirty like, and get those captives their bleeding lives back. Alright? Oi! The storeroom door's been forced open. Some thieving sod's been at the ale. Well, he can't have got far. Better get the lads and do a sweep of the port. That's probably going to make things complicated. Ugh. Is that Merchant Cove, gulping pilfered ale? You think they'd be doing their best not to draw attention to themselves, all things considered. Bloody oafs. Now we got a swarm of yellow jackets buzzing around, about looking for blood. They spot us wandering around the Darkmans. I have a feeling they'll axe first and ask questions later. It'd be best then if the patrols never knew we was here. We'll slip as sneakily as we can into each of the common rooms and use them telltale lavender gloves to identify our marks. There's innocent culls in there as well, so let's try not to stab any ears don't deserve it, eh? Thinking we should head out one at a time to better avoid them yellow jackets, so I'll take the lead. After you, Vivern. Wait, I thought you said you'd take the... Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how sneaky I really need to be here. Also, there's no fucking music. Hi. We really don't have any other music for this thing right here. Alright. Alright, that's one. Oh, hey, you know what? I got a good idea. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna do this on the fly. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, but wait. I don't think I... Yeah, that's excluded. Included. Properties. Add executable. You. Okay. Oh, also, desktop audio is not, back to where it should be. Alright, so you're gonna not hear the game. And then you're gonna hear the game. And then we're gonna do this. I think it's this one? Yes. Alright, I guess we're gonna check if I still did the audio excluded from the VOD correctly. It's probably going to clash with the game music just a little bit too. We can test this out a little bit. Because what I want to do is have, like, still a little bit of BGM. In fact, half? 35? Yeah, we'll try that. Because I don't want there to be no music on the VOD, but I want there to be a little bit of something there in case, but not the thing I'm playing right now, obviously. that reminds me, I gotta finish reading part 8. Alright, one more... Oh no, 2 more to go. I should probably check on the right here? Oh, no, that... Well... Hi. Die. Hey, Jack. Oh, perfect timing. Yeah, back into the shadows. Wait, are we done, or... Oh, not yet. Oh, you know what? That's perfectly fine, though. Oh. Ain't that a shame. Nice. Just finished reading the report. In addition to liberating those unfortunate Leminson citizens, you've done much to cripple the Jolly Merchant slaving operation. Thank you. The Admiral should be most pleased. We did it. Not a bad night's work, eh, Vivern? Maelstrom will be taking care of them poor culls we freed, and I've made sure none of the merchants we downed will like to get up again. As for the Jolly Merchantmen, well, a crew can expect a visit from the Admiral's finest galleys, and it won't be for tea and crumpets on the poop deck. Right, me nanny lass. Our part in this is done. Time to head back to the sisters. Oh, hi. Excuse me. Are you the ones who freed us? Aye? Is there something else we could do for you, miss? Maelstrom swads will take you home, if that's what you're worried about. Oh no, I just wanted to... Oh, sorry. Oh no, I know. I just wanted to thank you. If I may, there was one thing I wish to tell you. Moments before you rescued me, that dreadful pirate was muttering into his cups. It was something about another raiding party that hadn't made it back. I beg your pardon. It seems they'd been hunting for slaves in Western Lenosha, and being so close to Aleport, our captor assumed they were out rounding up chattel until last bell. I just couldn't bear the thought of anyone else suffering as I have. Please, is there naught you can do? Certainly is, miss. You just get yourself home safely home and leave this stray pack of jackals to us. I will pray for your success. Thank you again. So much for savouring a victory point. I'll send word of this development to Underfoot and the Stray. We've some well-earned trade for the last. We've some well-earned trade for the last of these jolly merchants. By the by. How's your throwing arm, Vivern? I think it's time I learned you how to fling a proper blade. When you're out in the wide open roughlands, you often find the need to sting a cove from a distance. And I'm sure a canny lass like yourself figured all sorts of uses for a well-thrown dagger. Just keep it in mind for when we hunt down the rest of them slavers. Thank you. I will make sure I throw knives correctly and accordingly. Yippee! I thought about throwing daggers. Slave to the code. Oh, right, mug. Do you have to be... No, you don't have to be hidden to do that. Okay, good. Great, even. They teach you how to throw them right. True. Also, hi, PJ. Those last few jolly merchant bastards must have been camped out somewhere in Western Enosia. Now, if I was a black-blooded gill-grubbing slaver, where would I be hiding? It's not to the west, but the Sahagan pools. Even those bollocks of brains pirates, know better than to trespass on fishback territory. And they won't want to chance running into patrols near Aleport, so that just leaves us east. The flock? Aye, they'll likely be nestled down in the ruins out there amongst the dodos. That's where we'll try to pick up the trail, or their trail. Head on over and snilch the place while I send word to the sisters in the Maelstrom. Are we out in Western Lenosha? Yeah, we are, okay. God, it's been a while since I've been here, so I couldn't remember, like, what exactly this place was. Oh, dear. No, I'm not doing that. No, stop that. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Thank you for freeing us. We've been tied up here since those awful pirates snatched us from our beds. There's some interesting looking dodos you've got there, Vevern. No sign of the merchants though, eh? The leader mentioned heading over to Aleport. He said something about there being no signal, and that was a signal that something was wrong. They left us hobbled here like lambs for the market. One of them japed about keeping the meat unsullied in case there was trouble. They'll probably let us flee this place before they return. And who are you to just sidle in and set loose our Ard-won prizes, hmm? Twas the damnedest thing. We'd half a crew lodging in Aleport, and not a one of them survived the night. Done in by a couple of sneaky curs what favoured the short blades, they say. Supposing that was you two? Seems you've a bone to pick with our choice of trade. Aye, can't say I've much use for slavers. Except as a place to bury me knives. Oh, and I wouldn't bother yourself with waiting on your ship to come back, neither. Jolly merchants are done for. You might have the right of it. You might have the right of it, lad. But then you wouldn't know the kind of coin three wealthy slavers like them ones will bring us. Oh, elthy slaves, sorry. Like them ones will bring us. I've a new ship and a crew before a single moon has passed. Yeah, that chowl. You're each worth a shining bloody fortune. And you've me to thank for helping you learn your true worth. Not this bleeding sod. In fact, why don't you step back a ways? I thought they fucking disappeared for a second. These cows are about to learn the consequences of breaking the code. And the discussions like to get messy. Did you not think we'd come for you? Come for you? You can try to stifle your victim's screams in the darkness, but the shadows are always listening. Oh. Okay. Don't get to have any fucking fun. actually take the other two out first. I'll take you out first, actually. Oh, is that right? Thought they were slaves, not bleeding farmers. Oops. Okay, they're just coming through. Fuck it. Yeah, well, we already did it. At least I would if any bugger was left standing. No scraps for latecomers. Lass and me had a hunger. Sure fucking did. Thank you. I shudder to think what horrid fate awaited us had you not helped us to escape. I knew someone would come. You're just like the heroes in the stories. They always arrive at the perfect time and triumph over the villains. Do you think I could be a hero like you? I know I could be brave and strong too. I just know it. You don't want to be like me, lad. Listen now. Me and those coves there, we're the ones what the scary folk are afraid of. And that's because we keep the rules for the world they live in. We don't much care if you shirk your chores or get into fights. But if you ever break the code and betray your mates, then that's when we'll come after you. No matter how far you run or how well you hide. Jack, are you... Dude, you're gonna scare the fucking kid. Jesus. Live your life like the hero you want to be, though, and you'll never need worry about that. Okay, good save. Damn. I feel like he almost flubbed that, to be honest. Aye, you two can stubble. You two can stubble it and all. Oh. I assume you are the citizens who were abducted by the Jolly Merchants? I am Captain Millala of the Yellow Jackets. Maelstrom Command has entrusted me with conducting you to safety. It's alright, lad. These folk will take care of you. Go on. Best not get left behind. So, what else, Captain? Word on a new job? Job? From me? For you? How patently absurd. I'd rather hire a sewer rat to mind my larder. Okay. Was it during one of your jobs that you turned Aleport into a slaughterhouse? What dark age is this that we must employ assassins to enforce the law? It is this continued dalliance from with underworld miscreants such as you that prevents Limsa Laminsa from ever fully expunging the stain of piratical infection. Look at these weapons you bear. A civilized person uses such instruments to carve meat or peel fruit, and leaves them at a table where they belong. Do you perhaps clench them twixt your teeth as you swing over rails like the pirates you hunt? Our fair city has no place for those who refuse to abandon the brutish ways of the past. The only champions of justice this nation requires are the valiant and forthright soldiers of the Yellow Jackets. Wow, you're full of shit. Jack, what the bloody hell does this cull want with us? I'm not the foggiest, love. Just smile and nod. Not come here to be patronized. Come here to put a decisive end to piracy in all its forms. Consider this visit a gauntlet thrown at the collective feet of the Rogues Guild. Take it up with the fucking Admiral, then? What? Heed well my words. Just before dawn this very morn, a maelstrom vessel stocked with provisions was boarded and looted by pirates. Okay. Much of the cargo was stolen, and that is vexing indeed. But it is the theft of 3 items in particular, 3 unique treasures of nigh incalculable worth, that most distresses my martial colleagues. As for the brigands, they made well their escape, disappearing into the dawn's mist along with their precious plunder. Okay. A rum tale. What's it to do with us? I challenge you. A contest to reclaim these stolen treasures. Should my Yellow Jackets and I succeed in retrieving the greatest share, I shall formally propose the abolition of the Rogues Guild. Upon review of our achievements, the Admiral will surely concede that your unscrupulous institution has outlived its usefulness. Blow it. Blow it out, you wattle. I've better ways to spend my time. Oh, do you now? This institute constitutes a theft against the nation of Limsa Lominsa. Does that not violate your beloved code? If I'm not mistaken, you've no choice but to rise to the occasion. Unless, of course, you mean to slink back into your hole and abandon the fundamental precepts of your duty. Alright, you screeching shrew. You made your bloody point. And you'd be sorry that you did. I promise you that. Your paltry promises amount to naught in the face of my conviction. I shall not rest until Limsa Lominsa is free of every last buccaneer, scoundrel, and shadow-dwelling ne'er-do-well. Uh-huh. What now, Jack? For right now, we head back to the sisters. Hmm. What level quest are you on? I think this is 20. Oh, damn, they're still going. I think there's just an RP... What the fuck is going on here? That's a bigger crowd than I'm used to around here. Oh, they're doing a thing. There's a community night or something here. I saw some chatter going on before about like a trivia night or something. Might even just be a public thing, I don't know, but that makes sense. Someone just asked about an actor who plays a role, and first answer is John Cena. Oh, goody. Oh, thought that was an NPC. For a wee lass, that Milala's got some bollocks, and it seems she'll be done with all what whiffs of pirate stock. Oh my god. Oh, fucking burps tonight have been awful. Don't take kindly to Cull's pulling me strings, but the shrew is right. Code's been broken, and we've got a job to do. From the sounds of it, though, them coves knew what they were about when they clawed them treasures. I'll need you at your best. It's time you learned the art of mugging. Rough up a Cull in just the right way, and he'll give up more than what you'd get if you just plain knocked him on his ass. Me and the lads will be busy whittling the story on them bitten baubles, so you're free to head out and sharpen your skill. Might even be as you'll pocket some extra blunt while you're at it, eh? Some extra blunt? Huh? 17, 26, 22, 26, 22... Alright, so all of that's kind of shit. Oh, boots are probably closest, but... Oh, I should have gotten the fucking money. God damn it. Hooray! Stealing. Alright, 25? No, 20. Oh. Oh! Okay, never mind. Yeah, still that money. It's not like I definitely need money. That is the thing I need. Jack appears eager to hunt down the Maelstrom's stolen treasures. Been practicing your dance steps, Fevern? Because we're about to run rings around Captain Miller and her swads. The Yellow Jackets have been pressing their investigations into the treasures, what was cloyed from the Maelstrom tub, but as you know, we've got our own network of coves, what don't miss naught of the goings-on about town. As for the sharp end of the job, it'll be you, me, Underfoot, and the Stray. Let's get down to business, eh? To defeat Milala. Keeb's late to the feast, so I'll just make sure we're all on the same page for the now. When you get down to it, we have two goals for this job. Bite back them 3 treasures and mill the coves that cloyed them in the first place. You be sure that the Yellow Jacket shrew will be doing her damnedest to beat us to the marks. And seeing as the fate of the guild is at stake, we'd best not drag our due beaters on this one. I say we grab all them baubles before she's even lifted anchor and give her a proper reason to rage against us rogues. You seem awful keen on this contest all of a sudden, Jack. Aye, well, here's the thing. I sent me a grievance to the Thalassocracy regarding the Shrew's challenge, but them paper shufflers don't care a whit as long as one of us gets the job done. So I figured I'd sail with the wind rather than against it. Besides, we wouldn't want to shirk our duties and force poor Captain Miller to blunder about in the scary Darkmans, now would we? How very gentleman of ye. Well, them's the cards what we've been dealt, ain't they? Now stow your quips and let's hear what we've learned about them bloody treasures already. Aye, the treasures. According to the manifest of that Maelstrom vessel, we're looking to bite back the Cerulean Star, the Silver Sorrows, and something called the Black Sarcophagus. Oh, good. The what? Aside from the fancy names, I was able to whittle a few more details. The Cerulean Star, for starters, is a big old blue diamond what shines like, well, like star, I suppose. Then we got the Silver Sorrows, a pair of earrings what once graced the wattles of a Sultana of Uldar. There's a tale there, but one what don't concern us at present. Lastly, this Black Sarcophagus thing. I'm afraid that one remained a mystery, no matter how much I poked and prodded. In any case, all 3 of these trinkets was recorded as spoils from official privateering raids. Now, as you know, a pirate will usually sell his plunder through a reliable fence. Sometimes, though, holding an auction is the only way to offload goods what is too extravagant or just too bleeding rare for the average cull to deal in. Our 3 wondrous treasures fell into the auction-only category. When the bidding began in Alport, the Thalassocracy weighed in with its ample purse, made some unmatchable offers, then organised a tub for the merchandise to be shipped back to Limsa. And that's when our marks swooped in and picked their transport clean. Had a few wids with them Maelstrom sailors that survived the attack, and they pointed the finger at the grinning curs. Problem is, not one cull's seen hide nor hair of the curs, not to mention their bloody ship since the raid. Fakib. Sorry I'm late, Jack. You'll want to hear this. Some of the cargo what was cloyed from that transport was just found during a routine inspection. at the Thagran checkpoint. Lithagran. Lithagran? The Kurz made landfall then. And what are the treasures? Any mention of them? Not what I've heard, but the jackets ain't done shaking out all the boxes yet. We better get eyes out there quick like. Bevan, underfoot, you fresh for a run, ain't you? Come on, lass. I'll race you there. I'll race you out to the checkpoint. I don't think I've ever heard of this checkpoint. I don't even know where it fucking is. Oh, okay. So, like, I'm assuming they probably made landfall somewhere south there and are trying to move things to the east? Good thing you got monks... oh, yeah, I already read that. No, I feel like they could only have met... Wait, did they actually move shit through Laminsa? That's fucking ballsy if they... Oh, or they're trying to move shit into Laminsa to then ship elsewhere. That's probably it. Because if they get it through to Limsa, then like, yeah, it's kind of all over, isn't it? Hey, what's up? The Maelstrom overwhelmed. It falls to the Yellow Jackets to hold down the fortifications. Maelstrom forces were spread thin in the first place, and that was before the Sahagan surge. From here, we stand watch over the Lithagan East Road, which joins Limsa Laminsa from with the Lenosian lowlands. Lithagan owes its name to the heroic helmsman of the legendary warship Galadian. Oh, thanks for the history lesson. I wish you told me anything of import. Alright, where are we? Oh. Hey. I want to race. You owe me a pint, Bevan. Japes aside, though. Looks like Fakib was right about the cargo. What I've been able to catch from the swads at the gate, seems a peddler was boned for carrying goods what was known to be aboard that transport. They carted the poor sod away in chains, but the cargo itself is still here. I saw a pair of jackets carrying boxes up that wooden ramp. We need to know what's in them crates. I get the feeling they won't open their gans for the asking, though. Not while this fool's challenge is going on. Do you think we could skulk over there and see if they found them treasures yet? Absolutely. Two Yellow Jacket soldiers are expecting the seized cargo. Approach them well cloaked by your hide ability and attempt to listen in on their progress. This is all junk. No diamond, no earring, and no bloody black sarcophagus. Looks like we'll have to lean hard on that skinny peddler if we're to find them treasures. The sergeant says the merchant's still pleading ignorance. Claims he was hired to carry the goods through the checkpoint and naught else. What a pile of bug-ile shit. Shite. I'm guessing the pirates have split the cargo and are trying their luck at every checkpoint. Captain Miller has already given us orders to double the guard and inspect every cart and wagon what comes through. Alright, so they haven't found it. That's info enough. So they found naught of value, eh? Ben. Thought we lost the contest before we'd even properly started. But be that as it may, something don't add up here. Why would you order a cull to carry the goods through the checkpoint? No smuggler is that daft, surely. And even if by some miracle of the gods you squirm through Lithagan without raising a fuss, why would you risk taking merchandise back to the city what you cloyed it from? No, there's a bigger picture here. We need to take a step back to see it. Assuming the Curs hired this peddler to do their dirty work, there'll be someone in the shadows has brokered the deal. And I just happen to know a cove what makes it his business to oversee these kinds of shady arrangements. The thing is, this black marketeer bloke changes his haunts depending on how the breeze blows. Quite literally, in fact. I seem to recall the Navigator's veil being shifted by a westerly this morning, so that'd put him... Tiller's Rest. Nice and close. Why don't we ask him a few questions before we head back to the guild? Tiller's Rest, just where I came from? Oh, practically where I came from. Yeah, like... I'm assuming that's a diversion, but the thing is, like... If you're going to try and move things back to the city... The implication would be that you're trying to clog entrances to the city so that it becomes, like, it's either harder for people to move through there, or it's less obvious that you're doing shit, right? Hi. I pride myself on memory for faces, but yours is unknown to me. You an earnest customer or an inquisitive annoyance? I must be sure of your intentions. Okay. God damn it, I didn't do 4. Oh, of course, Rogue's Guild. Oh, the dance is old, but the name is new. Put away your daggers, Rogue. I've peddled my wares to your kind since the upright thieves stalked the night. Speak. What would you have of this humble merchant? Still tormenting the cult, say, Grandad. We've come for information on a smuggling job. There was this peddler what was caught at the Lathagran, checkpoint, moving merchandise for the Grinnin Curs. Pleaded innocence, even though he had the screws put to him. You wouldn't know all about that deal, would you? Every last sort of detail. Not a single grain of stolen sand passes through the shadows without my knowledge. But such prickly wisdom lodges tightly in one's throat. What have you brought to ease the pain of its passage? Spare me the theatrics, Grandad. Here's your usual purse. Sum is paid, the deal is made. May my answers sate your fickle hunger. Your hapless peddler was indeed innocent. He was but a beast of burden employed by associates of the Grinning Curs, and likely knew naught of his freight's tainted nature. A pawn, if you will, convenient decoy. There are those amongst my acquaintances who specialize in providing such services. Aye, that's what I thought. The Curs wanted that cull to get caught. Now the jackets have had a taste, they'll waste their time yapping every shite pie what comes through their checkpoints. Meanwhile, the real treasures are hidden away in the Darkmans, along with the Grinning Curs. Not the Darkmans, Master Rogue. The Mist. Aside from the travelling merchant, the Curs associates have spent coin on another piece for this little game. A navigator. One who is practiced in piloting a vessel through the Doxies pull. The Doxies... Gods only know how many ships have sailed into that fog soup and never come out again. And that's where you say the Curs have gone to ground? Now there's a trick what took some bollocks. Once their hunted tub was sitting dimber in the mist, though, it would have been easy to have these associates of theirs ferry the junk goods to Lenosha. Then the canny coves just needed to wait for the peddler to get boned and draw the glazes of the Yellow Jackets inland. We need to strike now. As soon as they learn the coast is clear, they'll flee for open waters. Their appraisal of events. Now that you know the location of your marks, however, it will not be so difficult to track them down. The Doxy's pull was once an impenetrable shroud, but ever since the calamity, the myths are far less constant. Now move your search to the heaviest banks, and you will soon uncover those who wish to remain unseen. But now, a warning. The mists conceal other dangers besides the dogs you seek. A careless step may land you upon the chopping block. The chopping block? You can't mean... Seems to have found myself another lead to look into. You hurry back to Jack and tell him what we've learned so far. Okay. I hope we meet to do business again, young rogue. Pray be mindful not to lose your head in the course of your duty. There wasn't a wheeze there, but I felt like putting it in there. Oddly specific, not threat, but like... What's the word I'm looking for here? What is the word I'm looking for here? No, lost it. Specific portent. Vision, if you will. And especially the pun afterward makes me think like... Butcher? Lose your head? Hangsman? Something to do with pirates? I don't know. Not really clear. Never heard of the Grinning Curs. They're a pack of rabid buccaneers what used to belong to the Salt Hounds. Back in the day, the Salt Hounds had the crew to fill more on a few ships. Oh, there was no other pirate gang that could match them when it came to sheer numbers. When the Admiral came to power and passed a famous law, most of the Hounds chose a life on land. And those what spat on the law became the Curs. Simple as that. Ah, so the Curs already kind of like... Yeah. About time, lass. You was gone so long, I almost sent the stray after you. What happened to Underfoot? Okay, so we met a merchant and they said something about chopping block. So our marks and their bitten baubles are snug inside the Doxy's pool, eh? Not discount the old man's warning, but we may not have a better chance to crash the Curs and grab all them treasures. We board their shift right now. You, me, and Vakib. I suppose we'll be needing ourselves a tub for the voyage. I have wids with Svarsint and see what the dry docks can spare us by way of a ship and a reliable crew. Get your kit together and meet us there. Wait, we're going now? Oh, okay. Shit, that was a bit more movement than I was expecting. Again, like... Hey, real talk, I think this is one of the best, like, class quests I've been with so far. Like, there was already... Oh my god, we're literally already going there and it's level 20. Oh my god, okay, yeah, shit. Like, maybe some of the level 20 quests are a bit longer, but they don't have as many duties in them, and they feel like they have more natural stopping points. But this one feels like we get to a natural stopping point, and it's like, no, we fucking go and do that right now. What the fuck do we look like? Not the Rogues Guild? This is actually, like, really good so far. Alright, Peven, I've pulled in some favours, and there's a crew what will get us close enough to scamper aboard the Cur's vessel. It'll be cramped on that deck. If we try to mill the whole lot at once, we'll soon find ourselves up against the rails. So we go in quick and quiet and try to knock them off a few at a time. Well, lass, you get... Whoa, Jesus. You get to test your sea legs? Oh, we're immediately starting with the battle music. Oh yeah, because we're hidden on here. Jesus, camera. Right, no one sees us so far. Let's get to work. I'll sink me stabbers in the captain. These, two... those two back there are yours. Follow me, Vivern. Keep? Uh-huh. Dying. Oh, I hit the fucking... Damn it. Don't worry about it. They're just that good. This is a priest. Growler? Oh no. What are you throwing at us, old man? Oh, okay. Fuck you. What the fuck? Who let you in here? Sir? Got him. It's the most memorable one for me. Good to know. Jack, found me one of them treasures. Unless there's another fist-sized blue diamond on board, it's got to be the cerulean star. As for the other two baubles, I've tossed the cabins and been through the hold ilm by ilm, but there's naught else here. Well, we'll just have to ask all sweet like, won't we? Spit it out, cur. Where are you keeping the rest of your treasures? Huh. You think I'd spill me guts for the likes of you, rogue? Maybe you wouldn't at that. What about this partner you're working with? How'd you... We don't need no partner. So you're telling me this is all your own idea? You woke up one day and decided you attack a maelstrom transport right off the coast at Aleport, then disappear into the love and embrace of the Doxy's pool. Not exactly your style, is it? The grinning curs are too bleeding famous for being the crew what turn their snouts up at privateering in favour of keeping to the old ways. You've only escaped the Yellow Jacket's grip this long by crawling on your bellies and snatching scraps what fell from the table. You ain't the type to sink your teeth into a Navy-owned vessel, no matter the prize. Aye. Well, maybe there ain't no profit in being cautious no more. The age of pirates is swiftly coming to an end. Melvin won't be stopped. Not by a piddling little crew like mine. That's why we've thrown our lot in with the executioners. Of course it's the bloody executioners. That blue rock was just our share of the loot. The scraps from the table, like you said. If you want them other trinkets, then you'll have to take it up with our new mates. One job at a time, lass. First, we need to get these sinking coves and their tub back to the docks. Of course, it's the bloody executioners. Oh my god! Don't tell me we're actually going to meet Sicard before all of the Shadowbringers shit happens. Piss on you for taking our ship. Should have set her on fire while I still had the chance. Job just got properly thorny. At least we've grabbed one of them damn treasures. Putting aside the issue gave the orders, there's no doubt that these was the coves that raided the Maelstrom ship. Now, punishment what fits the crime. Oh, here we go. I was informed that a certain well-known pirate ship was spotted weighing anchor at the Morabay dry docks. I assume that was your work? Aye? You missed all the excitement, Captain. Never you mind. Cerulean Stars, Back and Bob, and our sneaky little fambles. And these must be the grinning curs. Degenerate fiends! How dare you ply your filthy trade in the Minson waters? How many innocent sailors were massacred that you might sate your vile avarice? Every one of your kind ought to be lined up and shot. Oh, Jesus. Oh, hold up. A musket ball is the only answer for this rampant display of lawlessness. Wait. Do you mean to just execute him here on the bloody docks? At least take the buggers into custody first. Hand them over to you for lawful punishment. Will satisfy the demands of the code just as well. We've already got the answers to our questions, so feel free to take them away. Do not presume to give me orders, rogue. You only managed to capture these villains and their ill-gotten treasure by employing unsavory and unconscionable means. Well, not more than pirates yourselves. These bastards ain't worth a true pirate's spit. The outright thieves was formed to protect us from ourselves. Now they're just hunting dogs for the Admiral. Melvin yanks the leash and another buccaneer disappears. You rogues are traitors to your own kind. If it hadn't been for you... Aye? Go on then. Blame me in coves for your own failures. You knew what you was about when you defied the code. You knew that we'd be after you. We're done here. There are still true treasures left, rogue. I mean to claim them both. I'll reconsider this contest of yours, Captain. Turns out this fish we're trying to hook is a shark. It might just swallow you whole. Was that a short joke? Vevern pulls out daggers. Was that a short joke, Jack? Was it? What shark is he speaking of? How can any pirate challenge the might of the Yellow Jackets? I don't know. No. He seeks but to unnerve me. I'll wring the truth from these grinning curs, and we'll see who triumphs over whom. Honestly, they might actually give it up to Malala just to spite Jack at this point. That wouldn't surprise me. Considering the grudge they seem to hold against, considering the grudge they seem to hold against the Rogues Guild in particular. Yeah. Would not surprise me in the slightest. Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Handing over the pirates to Malala might have been a mistake, a little bit. Been work on that shit, Vivern. First blood is ours. How'd you take to fight in the sea? There are fews can drop an opponent quick as a roe, but mind you don't exhaust yourself just flailing your blades at the tougher coves. That goes double for when you've mates on your flanks. If you notice yourself starting to flag, there's naught wrong with pulling back from time to time and staggering your attacks with each other to keep the pressure on. Set up a full, lass, but I'll need you sharp enough to carve steel for what's to come. Afraid this will be more of a challenge than even what that little shrew was bargaining for. That's assuming the Curse wasn't lying about the Executioners. And the Executioners who I bloody think they are. Twixt you and me, though, I'm hoping the name is just some laughable coincidence. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Jack. Don't know about that one. Equip both of those, I think they're going to be better. Yeah. Sweet sorrows. Jack wishes to discuss the plan for recovering the remaining treasures. Oh there, Vevern. We've a rough job ahead of us, and that's a fact. Matters are tangled enough, what with that Miller almost Mort snapping at our heels, but we still managed to grab all the first trinket without too much fuss. Biting back them 2 other treasures, though, that'll be a different story. Once the Stray gets here, I'll explain what, or more to the point, who we're up against. Alright, we've 2 baubles left on the list, the Silver Sorrows and the Black Sarcophagus. Let's see where we're at. Oi, where's Perimu got to? Underfoot? Oh, he's still looking to waddle the tail behind that bleeding sarcophagus. We'll not be clawing that stickler until we've at least an inkling as to what the bloody thing looks like. Treasures aside, I've been doing some digging on me own to these Executioner allies of the Grinning Curs. I'm afraid the name weren't no coincidence. Bevern, you've heard of the bloody Executioners, I hope. It seems them curs was feeding from the Fambler, one of the nation's greatest pirate powers. This ain't no ordinary crew of cutthroats, lass. Within Limsa Laminsa, the bloody Executioners wield a power and influence second only to the Admiral herself. They was none too fond of Merwib on her prohibition on piracy, and it was only the overwhelming threat posed by the Garlean Empire what eventually convinced them to play nice with the thalassocracy. Pirates ain't ones to play nice for long. Now that Ilfir ain't around to helm the ship, the solidarity of the bloody Executioners begun to show cracks. All the strongest captains and lieutenants have begun to form their own factions, and are scrabbling to claim the top chair for themselves. Of course, not one bloody coat can agree with another on which way the Executioners ought to sail. Among these new factions, though, is a group that is pushing to break free of the Admiral's grip completely. Turns out these reformists, as they call themselves, was the ones as took the Grinning Curs under their wing. Which means they've got possession of the last 2 treasures we've yet to cloy. Rumours around town say that even for Executioners, those coves are bloody and ruthless and not to be crossed. We should sit this one out, Jack. Piss on Millar's contest. It ain't worth this kind of grief. We'd be inviting the wrath of a crew so large and dangerous that even the Admiral ain't keen on coming to blows with them. If they ever came after us. Large or small, it don't matter. They broke the code when they hit that maelstrom tub. Aye, Grinning Curs are paying for that crime, but we'd be poor sodden excuses for rogues if we let the real culprits carry on unpunished. I mean to see this job to the end. And that means biting back them treasures and handing out proper justice to them as deserve it. But Jack! Listen. With all the infighting going on at present, us stabbing a short blade in one faction's toe ain't like to bring the whole Executioner crew down on our heads. Besides, them reformist buggers are so far split from the main mob that they've been avoiding the city altogether. Now it's about time to get to work. Vevern, you're to track down our black market contact. I set him to looking into the Curs' new allies a while back, so he should have some answers for us by now. Veils lifted but by a southerly this morn. That'll put the old man at his haunt in lower than Osha. Here, take this sack of blunt and pay a visit to the House of Sticks. There's a House of Sticks on lower than Osha. That's kobold territory if you didn't know. The old man bribes them with ore and hires the biggest and meanest sods as bodyguards. Just be ready for your approach to be challenged. Wouldn't be the first time. Considering we're on level 25 of the level 30, what is going to be level 30, then one more level 30 quest, and that's probably it. I'm not going to take a break this stream. I think it might just be a shorter one, because, yeah, like I said earlier in the stream, this week sucked. Today sucked even more, and I can feel my energy bleeding already. So yeah. Huh? Wow, I really don't remember. I don't remember Mist. When have I been there before? Oh. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Excuse me. Oh, the Mist is the housing district. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Hold on. Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Shitloads of market boards. That's the tell. A bit more north. Moon. Love that this guy presumably has just, like, just appears in arbitrary places on different days and different, just because of the fucking wind. That's great. Hey, what's up? Yeah, alright, come on. Oh, I shouldn't have done that to you, actually. Oh, handy blade for each hand. Welcome to the House of Sticks, young rogue. You must excuse my hireling's enthusiasm for greeting visitors. Now, have you any cumbersome baggage of which I might relieve you before we begin our conversation in earnest? A leather bag containing what feels to be a substantial amount of gil. Oh, so that's blunt. I thought... You know what? Never mind. A heavy burden for one of your tender years to bear, but its weight has balanced the scales. The sum is paid and the deal is made. Let us speak of these reformists. This faction was that so wronged the code now seeks to peddle one of its stolen treasures, the earrings, better known as the Silver Sorrows. The deal, it is said, is to take place at Costa del Sol. The buyer, a moneyed merchant from the Golden Sands of Uldar. The earrings will be out in the open, vulnerable. I would target the moment of transaction were I so inclined. As the gentleman up there by the cabin appears to be, for he purchased this selfsame information. Oh, okay. Though he attempts to disguise his identity, the stench of a soldier yet lingers. I know not where one such as he came to learn of my existence, but I suspect he works for a certain yellow-coated captain. Brave she is, but foolish. Stumble blindly into the underworld, and your groping hands will not save you from the holes at your feet. Sudden shall be her fall. Okay. Oh, I couldn't meet them around here? Oh, that sucks. But, the fucking captain, what's talking about not sullying her hands by getting into the grime with us rogues, suddenly using our methods. Hey, Ryuzaki, how's it going? Hey. Welcome back, Vivian. What information did the old man have on them reformists? Looking to unload them earrings, are they? Into an Uldan, no less. Can't say I'm surprised to hear the buyers from out of town. You won't find many Laminsons willing to melt coin on all them coves are selling. Only the daftest sods would go about funding them as means to pull down the Admiral. Hey? One of Milar's lackeys arrived at the house afore you. How do they know to... them curs we captured must have cackled during the shrew's interrogations. No shit, Jack. The fuck did you expect? I have to assume the Yellow Jackets know what we know. And that means we best get our asses to Costa del Sol right bleeding now. I'll handle this one, Jack. You and Vevern can wait here for Perimu. Oi, Fakib! What? What the hell's your seat playing at? After her, lass. She knows this ain't a solo job. Yeah, what the fuck is this shit? Fuck are you playing at, Fakib? Oi. Told you to wait it killed. I don't need... Might be as I could use an extra mort in the shadows after all. Jack has his mind set on punishing the executioners, but me? I just want to skulk in, coy them silver bits, and skulk out. I reckon that if I could manage that with no one the wiser, then they wouldn't know who to come after. And the job without drawing me daggers, you know? Ain't exactly true to the code, but the shield of underworld honor won't stop them bloody killers from cutting me mates' throats and setting the sisters a glimmer. The guild's the only place we're offered to take in a pirate stray like me, and I'll not see it burn to the ground. Deal's about to start. Say the word when you bend to head in. Right, here's what we know. Rich merchant what's come over from Uldar, some old mate, Master Gegeruju. The cull known as Culls owns Costa del Sol. Gegeruju's taken his guards and danced and dells and pranced off down the beach somewhere, giving over the use of the entire resort to his friend. Seems she didn't want an audience for bargaining with the reformists. Which, as it happens, works out well for us. We'll wait until they're busy haggling over price, then snatch the sorrows and hop the twig before they realise all's amiss. Sound like a plan? Yep. Also sounds like it's going to go to shit, considering it's a duty, but... There. Players have arrived. From a coin counter in the old buyer are setting up on the southeast platform. The earrings ought to be nearby. Hang about. Who are all these other culls? The place is meant to be empty. See some nasty looking blokes in Uldan garb. And are those mammoths? Ugh, the merchants brought along a whole bloody entourage. Kinda got ahead of myself. Should have realised the job never would be that easy. We'll have to mill a few of them bodyguards first, I reckon. You don't want to fight through a forest of blades should you get caught sneaking about up on them narrow walkways. Yeah, no shit. Jack! I was just... I mean, I thought I'd... Stow your excuses, love. I know full well what you're about. You start going soft on us, though. And it'd be like losing one of me arms. Can't take on the bloody executioners all by myself. It's only because I've got rogues like you and Underfoot and Vever in here that the guild can take the jobs it does. Now covers walk the shadows, it's the bleeding pirates what do the trembling. Remember that, Keeb. We ain't some two guild robbers what piss their breeches when their daddy's caught in the honeypot. We're the knives and the darkmans, and no bastard wants to get blade to blade with the likes of us. Yeah, really. I would appreciate that, Ryuzaki. They could do that at any point in the MSQ, and that would totally throw people. It's just like, okay, here, like, and they could make it like a really weird, like, requirement, like, oh, you just have to be the level you are, and it's like, okay, that's a very, like, small requirement. What the fuck is going on here? So you've not changed your mind, then? You'll need all the stabbers you can get, and I promise mine will be there when you need them. Ben. Now let's carve a path to that platform and bite them earrings. Bite back them earrings. Akib, you hide yourself down by the docks in case the marks escape during the fighting. Bevern, you and me will split up and mill the guards as we go. It's them puppets as concern me most. I suggest you crash them little buggers before they can spring any rum fun. Creep in as close as you dare, then give them a good solid clout from behind. Aye, ain't the most original strategy, but that don't make it any less lethal. Once you're done with the first group, slip back into the shadows and move on to the next. Not to it, eh? I'll head over to the back while you start in from the front. Let's wrap this up before the jackets blunder in and scare off our marks. Jack, what in the fuck? Oh, you fucking dipshit. That's not fair. You can't fucking heal. Oh, that's not... yeah. Ooh, down in one. Get fucked. Oh, did Jack actually need help? Oh, shit. Okay. Took them out all by myself. No need to thank me, Jack. Rogues? No one mentioned aught about rogues. What in the hell do you think you're doing? I am conducting a business transaction on behalf of the bloody executioners. Do you understand what that means? Do you know what they'll do to you? Oh, excuse me. I am all frightened. Odd then that you're the one who's shaken. It don't much matter to me who you work for. Your bosses broke the code and we're here to collect. Those would be the Silver Sorrows then. I'm sure you paid a caravan a coin for them shiny baubles, but I doubt they're worth your life. Let's have them then. Wait, damn you! You should know that this personage is an extremely influential member of the East Aldenod Trading Company. Surely you've heard of it. If the threat of a reprisal will not stay your hand, then consider the political ramifications of interfering with a foreign dignitary. The Admiral would not desire you to damage Limsa's relations with Uldar. Yes, I'm very highly placed in Uldaran society. I have powerful friends who would not be pleased were you to mistreat me in any fashion. And you must understand, the Silver Sorrows are a historical treasure, a gift once bestowed upon Sultana Nanasha ul-Nasha by her champion. The earrings were later stolen from the royal vault, and we'd lost hope of ever recovering them. That I might so easily purchase them thus is a miracle. The return of these trinkets will be, that is to say, the Sorrows must be returned to Uldar. Can you not look the other way for the sake of my nation's pride? You must think me some dull-witted thug. If this deal was being made on behalf of your country, then why are you sneaking about and consorting with pirates? An excellent point. One might doubt your quality of character were you to continue with these feeble fabrications. Milala, yeah. You need only entrust those earrings to me, should you truly wish to see them returned to Uldar, that is. After all, 'twas to fulfill that very purpose that the Thalassocracy bid on the Sorrows in the first place. Bit late there, ain't you, Captain? I think you'll agree this round belongs to us. On the contrary, my dear scoundrel, I made the winning move the moment I knew we were dealing with a merchant of Uldar. I come bearing an official order of seizure, authorized by the Admiral herself. You will not be harmed, but I must insist that you cooperate with this reclamation of unlawfully obtained goods. Though Costa del Sol is private property, it nevertheless lies within state-governed territory. Come along quietly, and we need not inconvenience Master Gegeruju any further. These suspects will be taken into Yellow Jacket custody. Do not concern yourself with the Silver Sorrows. They'll be quite safe with me. Okay. One each, then. I heard the news from Jack. I don't think that was the Admiral choosing to side with Milala, though. Probably just eager to reclaim the Silver Sorrows. Yeah, probably. Anyway, that bit about them earrings being cloyed from the royal vaults turns out, that bit about them earrings being cloyed from the royal vaults turns out to be true. Seems some famous burglar went after him once he heard about the godlike agility they said to bestow upon the wearer. Bah, the hell's take that canary-coloured harpy. We might as well have handed the things to her on a velvet cushion. I'll go find Underfoot and help him with his digging. There's still that last treasure out there, and you can be sure the reformists won't be giving it up without a fight. Aye, you do that. Ben, luck to you, love. Ah, there you are. You left before events had truly been decided, and I thought you deserved to know the score. The Uldan merchant has acquiesced to our request and surrendered the Silver Sorrows into our keeping. We've also apprehended the reformist's accountant and will be holding him for further questioning. Oh, Bonnet and Associate of the bloody executioners. You yellow jackets don't flinch for your duty, I'll give you that. And what's this I hear about you buying information, Captain? I thought you'd sooner die than associate with elements of the underworld. I will do what I must to stay ahead in this challenge, and that marketeer's knowledge was vital to the case. 'Tis true I might find his practices distasteful, but he is no pirate. Okay. It is the fading era of piracy which I mean to consign to the history books, and that chapter will never be closed until every pirate-spawned relic, including you and your guild, becomes a thing of the past. Valiant and forthright. These are the words by which the Yellow Jackets live, and it is the manner in which we protect Limsa Laminsa. I swore an oath on the graves of my sisters. No more shall the innocent suffer at the hands of these savage buccaneers, these unrepentant killers. Grand oath it is. Me, I've got my fambles just full, keeping the code intact. But the code is kind of oath too, when you get down to it. And since I've sworn to uphold it, I've no intention of stepping aside and letting you trample all over me and me coves. In fact, you'd be better off giving in now before matters gets proper serious. Just say you're sorry, admit defeat, and we'll leave it at that, eh? Your audacity knows no bounds. I am done wasting words. I shall reclaim that last treasure, and then I will look on victorious as your guild is dismantled, brick by brick. That's the spirit, Captain. Just don't forget to keep an eye on them earrings. City's crawling with rogues, you know. You can keep the sorrows in a bloody lockbox in the cold tower. Look away for a moment, and one of me coves will bite them beauties right back. He didn't stumble, I did. Come on, Bevan. It's back to the sisters for us. Oh. OBS? Hello? Oh, no, there you are. Bloody thing's been spluttering and, freezing every now and then. I think it's just because I'm, like, alt-tabbing between a lot of stuff and it gets a bit confused about, like, Oh, no, that doesn't make any sense. It's not like you'd be loading stuff into memory if it's visible and not visible. That would seem a bit much, all things considered, but... I sure am. Oh, you know what I should do real quick? There's a couple of abilities I should probably put for cooldowns. You're a cooldown. You can go here, you can go here, and you can go here. That'll even it out for now. Well, after all that hard work, the shrew made off with the spoils. As far as our damn contest goes, I suppose that makes us even. It'll be the last treasure, this black sarcophagus that decides the victor. Whatever the reformists are doing to keep it bob, you can bet your grandmum's teeth there'll be some blade work needed after this job is done. Get yourself ready for a proper scrap, Vivern. 25? Ooh, got gloves. Market for death. Jack's rogues have new information on the final missing treasure. Hold up. Oh no, there isn't any level 30 skill. This might be the last one. I was wondering when you'd show up, Vivern. Bugger me if you don't look ready to mill an entire crew of sods by yourself. And Ben that you are, because we finally uncovered some hard facts about the last treasure. Won't be long now before we cloy the win in peace and put this daft challenge to bed. Alright, I've gathered the other codes for a meeting, so let's get down to it. Hi, Papa Smurf? Long bloody last, the Black Sarcophagus has given up its secrets. Underfoot, you've got some news for us? Hi, Jack. I think half our trouble's in whittling the truth of it lay in calling this nasty thing a treasure. The Black Sarcophagus ain't no dimber bulb. It's the Mark L1. It's the Mark 51 Magitech mine. Bleeding prototype explosive, what was bitten from an Imperial transport vessel. And even though it ain't that big, maybe the size of a small cargo box, they say the blasted have enough kick to incinerate a bloody behemoth. Seems the Garleans meant to start production at their factory in Lenosha, then distribute the mines through Castra Marinum. Well, Marinum. Luckily, some plucky privateer cloyed the prototype en route then, eh? Experimental weapon? Well, that explains why the Thalassocracy was so bleeding eager to bid on that auction, and so reluctant to share the details with us. At least now we know the what, but there's still the question of the where. The Kerrs delivered their bitten goods to the Reformers, that much is certain. What happened to the sarcophagus after that, though, we ain't so sure. There'd been no reports of huge explosions or the like, so either the executioners still have the mine, or they peddled it to some other buyer. The Reformers faction came together out of their sheer hatred for the Admiral and her ways. I'm guessing they didn't cloy that bomb just to sell it. Huh? What is it, Lonnie? A letter for you, Jack. Says it's urgent. A letter? Who's it from? The old man. I found it while I was out sorting through our daily deliveries. Huh. Is he want to send us letters? He doesn't seem the type, if I'm being honest. Let's see now. Come to Thalios. I have urgent news. Never known the old man to summon a customer. No one's seen him at his usual haunts for a while, so do you reckon there's some rum morsel he's dug up just for us? Aye, it could be. Fevern, you and me are headed to Thalios. Underfoot, Vakib, you're to take another stab at pinning down the location of the sarcophagus. I don't know how much this this guy can be bought by coin. So I'm hesitant to say that this might be a trap. Either that, or like he's been either that, or he's been bought to lead us astray. That I might believe. Hunting log. Does that actually deal damage? Yeah, it does. Huh. Noted. Oh, that was the last one. Shit. Oh god, what are you playing at? Oh. Oh, shit. Come on, then. Fucking cowards. Oh, you're dead first, bitch. Wait. Wait. The bloody executioners killed him? Huh. I was actually kind of thinking the Yellow Jackets might have gotten the best of him now that he's, like, been identified, but... Huh. You're wasting your time, darling. We open that Scragg's wrinkled throat... Oh. You're wasting your time, darling. We opened that Scragg's wrinkled throat bells ago. You cross the bloody executioners and you get what's coming to you. Did you like our message? We wasn't sure you'd fall for it, but a little mystery goes a long way, eh? Oh, now, don't be like that, darling. Me and me mates didn't have much choice. When the boss says, go play with the rogues, then we gotta go play with the rogues. After all, we never asked you to come ruin our game, now did we? Don't give me no long-winded speech about your precious code. The reformist vision stretches far beyond what them tired old rules is good for. Once Captain Acebia takes command of the executioners, he'll give us back the teeth we lost when we submitted to the Admiral's leash. We'll be the terrors of the sea once more, free to rove and plunder in a new age of pirate glory. I'll bathe in blood to see that age come to pass. I'll kick down your shite stinking code, and have all your sneaky heads on the chopping block. Like hells you will. The only sentence what's being passed today is yours. Ah, hello there, darling. Ain't you a fine-looking lad? I've heard all this prattle before. Free to pillage and plunder, is it? Aye, well, sounds grand, but you don't think of the price. That shite stinking code is the only thing what keeps you bloody coves from milling one another. Without it, without Limsa Laminsa to call home, you'd be adrift in an ocean on quarrons. But if you're so keen to keep company with the dead, I'll be sodden happy to oblige. You was prettier with your gob shut. But I can see I'm out of my depth here. As much as I'd like to lop off your noggins, I'll have to be satisfied with dragging the two of you into the wilds. Kept you, well out of the way, haven't I? Out with it, then. Ain't it obvious? You stubborn scrags is looking to swipe our new toy, and my job was to stall you. The captain has the mine with him right now. He's set to show the rest of the executioners that he's got the stones to sit in the leader's chair. And what better way to do that than executing the bitch what snapped the chains on our crew? He's talking to the Admiral herself. You're planning to blow up the command room, ain't you? You've had your permission to panic. Of course, if you'd rather steer clear of the city, I'd be glad to keep you company right here, sweet meat. Think you just got Captain Acebia. If you sprout yourself some wings, then you might still make it. Got this mad Mort at our mercy, but she seems to be enjoying herself. I better drag her back to the guild and see what information she'll spill. Need you back in Limsa as well, but your business at Foremast first. You should find Captain Miller at her post there. Forget about the sodden challenge and tell her everything we know. Unless me judgment's well off kilter, she'll do what needs to be done. I will stab you. Don't think I won't. Jesus Christ. Oh. I never realized this building was kind of apart from Limsa. Like, it's still in the sea, but it's not, like, attached? Oh, actually, no. I think there might be a bridge over there that links them. Hold on. No. Huh. What's... Oh, that's just like a port or something. Oh, you're one of Jack's rogues. You've come to steal the sorrows, have you? Well, you shan't have them. As you can see, they're safely classed upon my very own... You're not here for the earrings? Excuse me? Why exactly do you have the... Okay... The Admiral, you say? You are sure these fiends are in possession of the sarcophagus? Oh, I must deploy more sentries at once. Do not think this avoids our challenge, rogue, and you can relay as much to your impudent guildmaster. Suppose you can thank him for the warning as well. Why are you wearing the earrings? Hey, Milala. Why are you wearing the earrings? That seems a bit sus, Milala. I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck could that mean? That makes me think that she's playing this from a different angle than she's letting on, but I don't for the life of me know what that might be. So the Jackers are on the move. Ben. Listen to that adult pirate cackle since I got her back to the sisters, but she's given us naught what we didn't already know. And we know more than enough. I say we rally the rogues and go after that mine before it blows up in our mums. Alright, here we go. Cloying victory. Oh yeah, I got arm's length. Jack needs you to join his rogues in the effort to reclaim the Black Sarcophagus. The leader of the Reformists, this Captain Acevier, is planning on milling the Admiral with a bang, then my guess is he'll be aiming to demolish the entire command room. You know the mizzenmast, eh? The tower what leads to the Drowned Wench and Bulwark Hall. The Admiral's bridge and her command room are right at the top of it. Then you got the district what surrounds the mizzenmast. That's the busy, beaten heart of the city. Even with the threat of an attack, you can't just seal it up in the blink of an eye and call the whole thing bomb. Try to explain the danger to the culls what live and work there, and you'd have a frightened, stampeded mob on your fambles. Nay, lass. Only option is to have eyes snilchen. God damn that fucking word. Every approach to the tower. I put the WID out to as many coves as I can and spread them through the streets. Your job will be to cover the aft castle. Just wait and see, Vivern. We'll get this ace of beer and his little bomb too. Alright. Well. Aft castle it is. One of these days I'll do crafting and gathering job quests. Keep watching your position at the aft castle. Didn't look like there was a marker there, which is weird. Oh no, it's like in the center of town. There it is. Thaumaturge? Unless they were leaking this information to us specifically? To look elsewhere? That's like the only twist I can see on this, because it seemed a bit like... It seemed a bit, Oh, jeez, my man. Thought picked a grand night to roll in thick. This'll make things interesting. Because I can't think that giving that information willingly to the rogues is... Our presence on the streets is far too thin. Where are the reinforcements I ordered? Well, apologies, Captain. There just aren't any more soldiers to spare. The bulk of our forces has already been assigned to guard not only the Admiral, but a number of high-ranking personnel as well. Unacceptable! What could Commodore Rayner be thinking? There are dangerous criminals stalking the city as we speak. Call in squads from the outposts if you must, but I want to see our security tightened and the populace properly protected. But, Captain, we can't be certain the pirates' plan hasn't changed. If we consider the possibility that they've switched to a target outside the walls, it would be folly to weaken those defenses. You've made your point, Sergeant. Return to your post. Yes, okay, thank you. Not doing something stupid is like, okay, hold on. We think the Admiral is the target, but that doesn't mean that, like, information falling into our hands and... Once all is lost, it is far too late to question what one should have done. Uh-oh. You seem troubled, sir. Perhaps I can be of assist... Ah! I've been dying to meet you, lass. Aye, keen to set eyes on the bold yellow belly, what cost our crew a fortune in Uldar coin. You're an executioner. One of Isabear's men. You stray too far into a world you don't understand, lass. Your eyes is fixed on the light of justice, leaving you blind to the chasm opening up at your feet. At least I'll say you died with your boots on. Holy shit! Yellow Belly won't be bothering us no more, Captain. As for the mine, the lads will primed it, in front of the winch by the time you get there. Good. Not long now before we drag that bitch Admiral, her pretty tower, and all her simpering curs down to the bottom of the sea. Then I'll raise our flag on the ruins of the mizzenmast and lead our brethren in a return to the old ways of blood and plunder. Jesus, I did not think she was gonna eat it. Although we're lingering on... She's not dead. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. Should not have had that wash bottle. Ugh. Bottles? Oh, wife is gonna kill me. Hey? What's that then? Wait, is she not dead? No, she's not. After the command room, they mean to bring down the entire tower. If the mizzenmast falls, the bridges will follow. Half the city will... Please, you must help me. The danger far greater than we... Bloody hells! It's alive! Oh, no. I didn't see nothing. Oh, no. Is she really... Please, you must send word. Someone must be told. Okay, good. Jesus Christ. Okay. That would have been a miserable way to die. Holy shit. Like, specifically trying to get someone who's incredibly drunk and not understanding what they're seeing, to, like, help you while you're, like, bleeding out. Oh, God. Like, listen, she's kind of a shithead, but Jesus Christ, that would have been bad. How did you... Valiant and forthright weapon. You can hear that single pistol shot from miles away. Weren't hard to guess what happened. Broke the yellow jackets on me way over. A healer will be along shortly. Man, that means we've only one last thing to do. We've never been allies, but I beg of you. You must stop them. Save the city. Ah, lass. You know you don't need to ask. Taking down mad coves and biting back what was bitten is our job. you smug fuck, Jack. You absolute cunt. Oh, I love it. The fucking person who challenged him to a goddamn contest of like, hey, can you get all these things back before you can? And when she's bleeding out on the fucking floor, asking like, oh god, please save the city, he's like, nah, that's our job. Fucking asshole. Oh, that's good. You all set then? Ready, Jack? Always. Let's go cloy that sarcophagus and fit Aesir for a new coffin. Yeah, this is probably one of the best. This is one of the best class quests, hands down. Oh, what's up? Wait, who's the... There you are. Oh, son of a bitch. Who blinded me? Mill all the detonators? What? What do you mean, the detonators? Jack? Okay. Oh, okay, yep, uh-huh. The detonators. Go get the detonators. Jack, where are the detonators? Get the detonators. Like, hello? Probably one above and one below, I would imagine. Can I jump here? No, of course I can't. Oh, you little shit. He home-ganged me! I don't think I've ever run into an NPC that's done that to me. Status report. The mine has been disabled, and the engineers should soon have it safely removed. Our soldiers sustained some injuries in the battle with the reformists, but none were fatal. Also, the Admiral sends her sincerest gratitude. Look! There she is! That's Captain Milala, the hero of Limsa. Ooh, is she gonna feel... Are you recovered from your wound, Captain? We heard how you very nearly lost your life stopping the horde of pirates from blowing up the mizzenmast. 3 cheers for the Yellow Jackets. Our city would be lost without you. But wait, that's not how it... Sergeant, what are the rogues? Did they survive the battle? I don't rightly know, Captain. What we found near the sarcophagus were reformists. Either dead or strung from the rafters. Alive, then. It would seem we are deeply in their debt. Captain? Might I have the silver sorrows from you now? We've been ordered to hand them over to the Commodore, along with the black sarcophagus. Why, of course. They're right here. The earrings! I could have sworn I was still... That motherfucker took it off her... took it off her while she was bleeding out! Are you serious? He wouldn't have. He stole them from me while I lay dying? That cad! I knew he was not to be trusted. Keep an eye on them, indeed. I should have known. Oh, that's great. Okay, no. No, this class quest is better than all the others, hands down. Like, top to bottom, that's just masterful. Holy shit. Are you sure about this, Jack? We should have cloyed the sarcophagus as well. I think she's earned it, don't you? If it bothers you that much, think of it as a trade. If you ask me, they look a bit daft. Well, I didn't ask you. So, the jackets ended up with the mine, and we got the diamond and the earrings. Which means... victory belongs to the Rogues Guild. Do you think Mila will leave it at that, then? I get the feeling we ain't done with her yet. Well, I'd say we're done with her challenge, but you never know when our paths will cross again. We'll just have to see what Limsa's underbelly spits up next. Aye. City ain't ever quiet for long. Well, it's been a pleasure working with you, Vevern. If I ever need a trusty pair of stabbers by my side, I know who I'll know who to ask. I'm off as well. Bloody starving. Oh, bloody starving I am. Don't forget to yaffle a bite when you can, eh, Vevern? And we best head back to the sisters too if all the shrew decides she'd rather hear us cry cockles. Ben work, Vevern. Be seeing you soon. You planted that fucking citizen there, you son of a bitch. Yeah, no. The rogues class quest, like, clears them all. Easy. Hands down. There's no fucking contest. Absolutely not. Okay, real... Actually, no. We'll conclude the quest and I'll, have a quick look. Because I can't think of any of them that were that good. There are ones that are good. Like, I think the Thaumaturge one is good. I think the Arcanist one is fine. There's ones I haven't done on the stream that I'm like, oh yeah, no, those are pretty good. But, no, this one from conception to execution to, even the minute dialogue, nah. This one clears all of them easy. And especially for ARR writing, this is, like, real damn good. Oh, there, Vivern. It'd be nice to finally have a bit of rest, eh? The job never ends, but even a dimmer damper like myself needs to breathe every now and again. And your veteran mates must be wondering where you've got to. That was a proper long assignment, but I'll be glad you decided to see it through. You've proven to be a stalwart protector of the code, even if this ain't truly your world. When you walk back into the Lightmans, you'll have to find your own code to uphold. And when you do, you'll have the skills you learned in the shadows to help you defend it. Oh, that's more than enough prattle from out of me. Your travels might take you far and wide, Vivern, but no, you're always welcome here at the Sisters. Let's get the chest piece. Yeah, Rogue's up there, I think. I think top thief for me would be, in no particular order, Rogue, Thaumaturge, Pugilist. Fuck, I'd have to look back at the Pugilist quest. So just... Okay, just off the top of my head, Gladiator's pretty good. I think Gladiator is pretty good, but again, anytime that one dude steps on screen, it goes to shit. Like, every single time, and I don't think of it too positively because of that. Marauders, haven't done that on stream, but, like, that's fine. It's very, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna meet my match, and etc, etc. Like, it does its job well, but it's nothing, like, extraordinary, I think. Pugilist I have to look at again. I think it was, like... Actually, yeah, that one I don't really remember that well. I think it's still pretty good, but, like... I think the fact that I can't recall too much from it is either an indication that I flew through it too quickly, or it wasn't really that notable. I'd have to look back at it. Most I remember about Marauder was a giant crab. No, I remember Marauder very specifically, because there's a whole thing with, God, what the fuck is the name of that, beast? Because it had the same name as the server I was on, so it stuck out to me immediately. But, like, priming up to beat that one big monsters... Yeah, no, that was good. Rogues, like I said, very fucking good. Haven't done Conjurer. Scholar is Arcanist, so we'll skip that. Astrologer doesn't have one, Sage doesn't have one. Archer, Archer is good asterisk, in that it would be better if later on in Gridania, at any point, at any time, they actually address a lot of the fucking racist shit that happens there. Otherwise, that quest feels like babysitting the racist until he feels like he's okay with your existence, which is kind of shit. Let's be honest. Haven't done... Well, neither of these are classes. Thaumaturge, I think, is probably next closest to... next closest to Rogue. Just because it has a very clear arc that it's going through, and the whole ordeal with the, Lala brothers is, I think, very intriguing. And the Arcanist is just, like, I think, the epitome of good. Not extraordinary, not, like, too boring, it's just... Actually, no. It's fine. Not offensive at all, but nothing really of note. No. The Rogues quest, like, 100%. That's the best one. That is the best one. Oh, no, I didn't talk about Lancer. Lancer is fine, but I think has, like, one of the strongest endings. That would probably be my top 3, actually. It'd probably, like, without remembering what Pugilist was like, it would probably be Rogue, Thaumaturge, and Lancer. I think Lancer's ending is actually, like, super fucking strong. It starts off kind of, like, fine, but I think that the ending of that quest is actually, like... It feels very abrupt, but I think that was kind of the point. And I adore it for that. So, yeah. If I remember, Lancer was the one where your rival jumped off the cliff, right? Yep, that's the one. he got too fucking confident in himself and literally slipped off a cliff and died. Straight up. That's how that quest ends. It's super apt because that person's fucking major damage was that person's major damage was 100% hubris. When in the fuck did I get Gunbreaker to 87? Excuse me? Oh, no, I do actually remember doing part of that. No, I actually do. No, that's right. I was leveling his Gunbreaker through Endwalker for a long time. That's why that is. But yeah, I think that's easily my top 3. Rogue, Power Gap, Lancer, I think above Thaumaturge, just because I think that ending is like super fucking strong. And Thaumaturge is like very close to it, just because it's consistently good. But yeah. Anyway, now it's time to upgrade from class to job. Jack has just the job for a Dimber Mort like yourself. Vevin, keeping your stabbers sharp, I hope. Because I've got a job to be done, and I reckon the Dimmadamber, what put the executioners on the chopping block, is just the one to do the doing. My men have sighted some shifty types around Wineport late. Not code-breaking curs, so far as I know. And that's the rub. We don't know half as much about them as I'd like. They claim to be simple peasants, refugees from some far-flung realm. But I don't know many peasants what skulk in the Darkmans as much as they've been doing. As long as they're not breaking the code, they can do as they please. But being who we are, it falls to us to look into the matter and make sure that all's bob. As my gut tells me this may be a two-rogue job, I've sent Underfoot on ahead. So pull on your best beta cases, head to Wineport and meet him there. Hold up in Wineport? Interesting. Or spotted around Wineport, I suppose. Hey. Vevin! Jack said he'd be sending one of the Guildie's canniest morts along with me. I had a feeling it might be you. Now, I'd love to tell you old Underfoot's already whittled the whole scrap on our friends, but truth is I've turned up more questions than answers. They claim to hail from the South Sea Isles, but me little birds at Milvan's gate swears to the last man that that's some piss-poor mummery. There's no record of any such ship sailing into port. Looks like it falls to you and me to take a closer snilch, eh? Hope you brought your sharpest stabbers, and there's no telling who we're... Did you hear that, lass? Either all Underfoot's gone daft, or some mort just screamed out for dear life. Something tells me our little task is about to take a turn for the interesting. Let's say we go see what's what. Yeah, I heard the Ninja Job quest is pretty good. I didn't inspect further, and I don't know how good that means it is. What in the fuck? Oh, she's gay. Good for her. Ma'am? Have mercy! I'm but a simple milkmaid with not a single guilt to my name. Rest easy, lass. My friend and I don't mean you no harm. Though I must say, you got me curious. Just what in the 12 happened here? That was a weird camera cut. I'd just come to town to purchase some supplies. No sooner had I walked through the gates than I was suddenly accosted by 3 burly drunkards, who demanded that I hand over all of my possessions. To my good fortune, it seems the men had partaken a bit too heavily. When they saw the meagre contents of my coin purse, they began to squabble amongst themselves. A fistfight ensued, and before I knew it, the 3 men were lying on the ground as you see them now. Bullshit, you did this to them. Sounds like Nimia smiled upon you today, lass. Though, might I suggest you be a bit more careful on your next visit? All manner of scurvy sorts frequent these parts, and you'll find, that not all of them are blunder and lackwits like your friends here. Oh, thank you for your concern, good sir, and rest assured that I will take your words to heart. Good day to the both of you. You're not buying that, right? Well then, how did the girl's weird strike you? Mummery, I say. That's bullshit, yeah. You too. I was thinking the very same. Squabbling amongst themselves? Just look. There's barely a scratch on any of these louts. Aye, I'd wager there's more to the rum doxy than she's letting on. Come on. Let's go on the drag and see what she might be hiding. Bat? Huh? Okay. Okay. And a right mess we've got here. You reckon these coves got on the wrong side of our lass? One thing's for sure, they're no peasants than you and I. One look at these stabbers tells me as much. I've failed. I beg you, take this. Return it to Master Obro, to Lady Tsupame. Huh? It's too late. Poor sod's dead. As for this stone, your guess is as good as mine. Lucky charm of sorts, mayhaps? No, ninja soul stone. Any road. We better start moving our due beaters before the lass gets away. Her footprints lead in the direction of Upper Lenosha. Fuck off. I wonder if someone's actually escorting her and it's not her. She hides behind a tree, as if that could hide her from me. Hi. Oh, Jesus Christ. She didn't really think she could fool me with those silly rags, did she? Or did she? Perhaps she's not as clever as we believed. And a mysterious savior rushes to the damsel's defense. Such bravery, such compassion, such folly. Little does she know that the girl is more than capable of taking care of herself. What the fuck What? What in the fuck did we stumble into? Right on cue. Oboro the Dim leaps onto the scene to save his dear little swallow in the most unsurprising surprise attack the realm has ever seen. Did I walk in on a stage play? Like, what the fuck is going on? Cease your ramblings, Karasu, before I rip that tongue from your bloody beak. Yo! Our hero is wounded. A stab through the heart. His childhood friends stand before him, blades drawn and hate in their eyes. Oh, the tragedy of it all. The audience sobs. This is musical theatre. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna love this immediately. And what's this? A couple of bit players who have forgotten to leave the stage. Did no one tell them their part in the play is long since over? Oh! And the faceless rogue shows surprising skill. Perhaps she has yet a role to play. I will say this much. Unlike a certain someone, at least you intrigue me. But other matters demand our hero's attention, and so the first act must draw to a close. Come, my pet. Wait, Karasu! Ever quick to retreat, that one. The two from Wineport. Did you follow me here? Yeah? What the fuck? Beg pardon, miss. My friend and I are here on behalf of the dutiful sisters. And you, sister, have some questions to answer. I've lived on the underbelly of society long enough to recognize when a man's more than he seems. So make this easy for us, lass. Just who exactly are you? And what are you doing here? And here's hoping for for both your sakes that it doesn't involve breaking no code. So you are the rogues whom Lady Ugiri spoke. Forgive me. We were remiss in not seeking you out sooner. Very well. You shall know all there is to know. My name is Oboro, and she is... Ugh. Oh, kept that down for a while. My name is Oboro, and she is Tsubame. We hail from a village in Doma, several thousand miles across the sea. We are... but perhaps you have no word for what we are. In your tongue, one might call us shinobi. Doma? The Imperial Province? The same, though it did not have to be so. Our countrymen fought with honor against the might of Garlemald. What we lacked in number, we made up with martial prowess. It was a battle we could have won, had we not been betrayed by one of our own. Our every secret, our every move, known to our foe, tide of battle turned on the morrow. Thousands of our countrymen were slaughtered, and at day's end, Doma remained under the Imperial yoke. Traitorous Kerr joined the Imperial ranks as chief of their covert operatives, or so they say. That is a man you just met, Karasu. I'm loath to call him a man. Huh! So he turned Imperial, huh? To this day, he whispers in the ears of the Garleans, making a mockery of those who once called him friend and brother. No longer. We have come to Eorzur at our village elder's behest to see that Karasu pays for his crimes with his life. Come to mill a treacherous rook who blew the gab on his comrades. Sound like a right bend, cove? Consider old Underfoot impressed. Forgive me, this land and its tongue are still new to us. Nonetheless, we were able to lure Karasu here, but more than a few of our comrades gave their lives in the effort. And now this. Is this sacrifice for naught? I have this. Ah, you have my gratitude. When one of our kind falls, tradition dictates that we return their soul to the village, that it may rest with our ancestors. Oh. What? Our fallen brother's soul calls out to this woman? Could it be a sign? Are we fated to fight as one? I would make you an offer. We will instruct you in our art, the art of ninjutsu. In return, you will share with us your knowledge of this land, that it might serve us in our mission. Okay. But Oboro, she's not Doman. She's not of the village. Look around you, Tsubame. Our brothers and sisters are fallen or gravely wounded, and today's failure makes it all too clear. We cannot hope to stand against Karasu without knowing the lay of the land. Can't say I'm filled with the prospect of losing a dimmadammer like yourself, but hells. In my younger days, I've been keen to try my fams at some of those techniques myself. And the more my wattles take in, the more these two strike me as Benar and Benar folks. What the fuck does that mean? If you're keen to lend them your daddles, I'll not be the one to stand in your way. If you would know more, come to the dock storehouse at Raincatcher Gully. We shall await you there. Who'd have figured, eh? Anyway, choice is yours, Vivern. In the meantime, I'm going to head back to Limsa and report to Jack before he comes and gives me a good clout in the knob. Noggin. Knob is... That... Hey, underfoot, that... Okay. That doesn't mean what you think it means, dude. Where are we going to? Oh, okay, south of Wineport. I'm glad the first thing the Doman said is like, what in the fuck are you saying to us? Because I don't think any amount of learning Eorzean culture is going to prepare you for the fucking pirate speak. If I'm being completely honest. Oh shit, we're holed up here. And so we meet again. Am I to take your presence to mean that you have chosen to accept our offer? Yep. Thank you. I speak not only for myself and Tsubame, but for our entire village when I say that you have our profound gratitude. What I would tell you next, I would tell you out of the earshot of strangers. Byakubu has been instructed to let only trusted visitors through the doors behind me. When he speaks to you, Ayame, you are to answer Kaede. You need not know what the words mean, only that they will grant you entrance. Okay. Oboro has chosen to accept you, and it is not my place to question his judgment. And to stay on, you are one of us. Thank you. Ayame. Kaede. I miss Kaede. Yumi. Hi. Welcome, friend of Oboro. What is it you would ask of me? What do you do here? I am called Yomei. I hail from Doma, far across the seas to the east, and I am a shinobi, like my father before me. My father lost his life in battle when the Garleans invaded our land, leaving me alone in this world. When Oboro told me of his mission, I asked to join him, that I too might have my revenge against the traitorous demon who betrayed us. I am but a genin, the least experienced of our kind, and Oboro insists that I am still too young for battle. I believe I am ready, but I do not question his judgment. And so I assist in what ways I can while devoting myself to my training. We'll go into that another time, I think. Welcome, Vevern. You stand within the provisional base of operations my people have established in the land of Eorzea. It may not look like much, either without or within, but this is precisely the point. We find it an ideal vantage point from which to observe the comings and goings of Karasu and his men without attracting undue attention to ourselves. My fallen brother saw you as a worthy inheritor to his soul. To honor his memory, I entrust it to you. But soul alone will not make you a shinobi. No, this will require training of the body and mind. Our art, the art of ninjutsu, originated with our ancestors many years ago. Since then, it has been passed down with each generation, mother to daughter, father to son. We draw power from the world around us, the heaven, the earth, and the hearts of man, and channel this power into physical form. I am told that this is similar to your concept of aether, was it? I must confess that Eorzean words and ways remain unfamiliar to me. How does one channel this power, you ask? Through the use of mudra. Hand gestures that call forth each of the three forms of energy of which I spoke. The first mudra I will teach you will call power from the heavens. In Doma, we call this Ten. You are eager to learn, yes? Attune your soul to that of my fallen brother, then approach me once more. It is then that your training will begin. Yippee! New job to learn. Soul of Shinobi awakens within you. 10. In addition to their deadly weapon skills, ninjas have at their disposal special battle techniques known as ninjutsu, which are readied by first making a series of ritual hand gestures known as mudra. Ninjutsu can be executed after combining one or more of the following 3 mudra in a predetermined order. Tenchi Jin. You will learn mudra as you progress through... Hang on. 10, Heaven, Chi, Earth, Jin, man. You will learn new mudras as you progress through the ninja storyline. Learning new mudra will open the door to more complex ninjutsu techniques. Once you have obtained a new ninjutsu technique, you can confirm the proper mudra order required to execute it by selecting its icon in the Actions and Traits interface. Sweet. Oh, thank God, yes. By changing your job to ninja, you may carry over the hotbar and cross hotbar settings from Rogue. Yep, thing. As the actions from Rogue may also be used when playing ninja, transferring these settings will allow you to readily play in a similar fashion. This option is recommended for those who have little or no experience with ninja. Should you require time to consider, this window will open again the next time you change your job to ninja. Oh, okay, cool. So you also don't have to decide then and then. Yeah, I wasn't going to make that joke, PJ, but yeah. Oh, I have to hold that. Yes, transfer that. Thank you. What does that say? It is recommended that you confirm any previously learned job actions and adjust your hotbars and hotbars accordingly. I mean, yeah, no, that's all in place, I think. Except for the one thing, which would be 10. So I think these all share a cooldown, if I remember correctly. Fuck, how am I gonna do this? I guess I could do, like, control 2, 3, 4 for each of them. And just have them there. Kind of similar to how I do the, summoner things, actually. Yeah, that might just work as is. I'll figure it out another time, though. Alright, I did the thing. My first mudra. Oboro would give you your first lesson in the art of ninjutsu. Yes, I can sense it. Though you are not of our blood, the soul of my people is strong in you. You are one of us now, a shinobi. And yet your training has only just begun. Heed my words well, Vivern. For the shinobi, blade and mind are one. The weak mind gives rise to a weak blade. The false mind gives rise to a false blade. But the mind that is strong and true, that blade will know no equal. Such were the teachings of my master, his master, and his master's master before him. The shinobi must keep presence of mind at all times, or his blade may well be one of grass. That is the lesson of the mind. Now, we shall begin the lesson of the body. You will recall that the art of ninjutsu involves using hand gestures, called mudra, to summon the energies of heaven, earth, and man, tenchi and jin in the dominant tongue. Myriad techniques can be unleashed depending on the mudra you combine, and the order in which you do so. But perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. A child must learn to walk before he can run. To begin, I would see you master your first mudra, 10, the mudra of heaven. Summon the energy of heaven and project it forth, and from your hand will fly a flaming star, or Puma Shuriken. Outside of the storehouse, you will find Mokujin, a wooden man of the sort traditionally used in Doma for training. Do as I have told you and strike it with the Fuma Shuriken. I will observe your technique from a distance. Okay. Oh, yeah, I should probably, put it there, I think? I'm gonna have to have a think about how I'm gonna do this specifically. I'm trying to think of, like, the best way it would line up with other... Yeah, no, I realize, Ryuzaki. I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna order this. Where is the Mokujin? Oh, there it is. Training mannequin of Far Eastern make has been set in the ground. Alright. I did it. Yes, that will do, Vavern. Clearly we did not misjudge your potential. Perhaps you have also felt your body become lighter. This is but another benefit of your training. You may find yourself able to dance through the air with your blades drawn, but be mindful. The true shinobi sees that no movement is wasted. You demonstrated your skill well against the wooden man, but wood does not strike back. Your opponent will not be so docile. Prepare yourself. Oh, okay. If you fuck up, I don't want to be in hitting range. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Beast to your next challenge room, you must maintain presence of mind no matter how fearsome. Okay. Hi. Huh? Wait, what happened? What happened to the mudra? What the fuck? Rabbited? What do you mean? I only hit one button. How could I be fucking rabbited by that? I didn't have 2 charges. What is that? That doesn't make sense. Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't have 2 charges of 10. What do you mean? That couldn't possibly have happened. Wait, if you hit... Hold on. Wait, okay, hold on. Then I've misunderstood what this means. Hold on. What does this actually do? Make the rituals triggers the cooldown of weapon skills, and conversely the execution of... So, wait a second. So... The charges disappear... No, okay, no, stop. Stop. You aren't explaining this to me. So, I have 1 charge, and I can just spam this. That doesn't make sense to me. If I've only got... Like, is this... This is a bit I'm not sure of, because I interpreted this as you get a charge to hit, like, 10, and then you need another charge to hit Jin. Or is it just every 20 seconds you can do a mudra sequence? Like, you're saying I'm getting rabbited, but it's like... That's not telling me what I'm doing wrong. Yes, okay, so it's... So you can... Every 20 seconds you can do a sequence, but obviously I only have sequences that are 1 long, because I only have 1. So, yeah, okay, so I have to be very precise with me doing that. Okay, that's great, PJ, but then don't say, like, oh, the charges disappear and you get rabbited without, like, explaining the rest to me. That's not helpful. You're just confusing me. I see. Lady Ugiri spoke true. What Oboro means to say is that he's not seen anyone master the fundamentals of ninjutsu with such swiftness. Is that not so, Oboro? I'm capable of seeking by myself, Tsubame. But it is true. Vevon has exceeded even my own expectations. Her blades slice through the air as a fish glides through water. But that is enough training for the day. Now it is my turn to be the student and you the teacher. I would learn the ways of Eorzea. You will instruct me, yes? Sure. You have my gratitude, Vavern. Why am I... First, I would know... I would better know the terrain of Lenoche... Something amusing? Don't mock the bow! Oh my god. Jesus Christ. My bow? I see. Who would have thought such a thought a simple gesture of courtesy would be so complicated? Like this, is it? Forgive me. Orboro has not been quite himself since coming to these shores. It would seem neither the food nor the climate agrees with him. And let us not forget the stink of those infernal horsebirds. Ugh, all the more reason for us to complete our mission swiftly and return to more hospitable environs. Anyway, Bevan, that should suffice for the day. Practice well your ninjutsu and return when you are ready for your next lesson. That is super fucking rude. Like, especially... What? Okay, this is like really on the nose in terms of just being like, no, you're not supposed to bow. But like, even in the Rogue's Quest, there were people that did like a curtsy or some shit like that. Like, that's super weird. I don't know how I feel about that. And yeah, probably need to get to 35 for the next one. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna finish it up then. Okay, so this is actually... Oh, Jesus Christ, there's one of those every 20 seconds. Fuck, okay, I thought this was gonna be like a bit more of a prolonged thing where you stack up like every 40 seconds you have two and you have like a cooldown that gives you a third and you can do that. But no, it's, yeah, okay, that doesn't seem clear at all, at least from, like, the first way you look at these. Like, obviously I can't do these yet, because, of course I can't, but... What does it actually say? Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump. Yeah, it's just like a dummy, basically. Oh. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, there's just a rabbit on my head. Okay. For a second, I thought I turned fucking Nanamo into a rabbit. I was gonna say, what the fuck? Okay. That's starting off a little weird for my taste, if I'm being completely honest. Like oh. Hold on. Let's not do that. Yeah. It's, like, super, like, it's super cultural exchangey, and obviously that's kind of the thing they're going for, but, like, I don't know, I feel like the bow is a super weird thing to get hung up on in this case, because it just seems, like, so natural with everyone else, that everyone does, like, a gesture, some of them are curtsies, some of them are bows and stuff like that, and, like, to get hung up on that, like, a very particular kind of reaction like that is, like, super weird. Which is kind of like dances in the sense that you have X amount of time per charge to hit them in a specific order. Yeah, so it's a little... Hitting a mudra is like hitting a step in Dancer, where obviously the mudra is more strict, but in a similar way you hit that and then you have to hit a sequence and then exit. So you hit a mudra, which is your first part of the step, or first part of the sequence, do 2 or 3, depending on what it is, and then go from there. Major difference being with mudras, you can still hit GCDs, which you still don't want to do since it'll fuck up the ninjutsu. Yeah, it doesn't take every skill you can use and turn them off or turn them into a step. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a far more strict dancer then. Okay. I think I could probably... I think I could probably work my head around that. I think the thing I'm going to struggle with is where I'm going to put the mudras, though. Because, at least in terms of the way that I lay out melee classes, having AoE abilities and follow-up AoE abilities on 3 and control 3 is usually how I go. But if I was going to lay the mudras out like I do summoner summons, that would be control 2, 3, and 4. So I might need to think a little bit about how that's going to work, but I'm sure I'll have that as I kind of level it up. But hey, first quest, like, I'm not going to get hung up on that. Like, fucking Karusu, intrigues me a lot, being a goofy fucking, like, theater nerd who betrayed, his people for the Garleans is, that's an intriguing plot hook. My misgivings about, like, being a little weird about particular bows aside, like, that seems pretty strong. But yeah, I think the victor of this whole stream has definitely been the rogue class quests. Hands down the best ones I've ever seen. The only one, like, I think the only one I haven't done is Conjurer, and there's a couple that I haven't done on stream, but honestly, like, I don't know how Conjurer could live up to the Rogues Guild. Just from, like, the premise to conception to the execution of it to all the small writing in it, like, Rogue's Quest is, like, 10 out of 10 the whole way. Yeah, literally. Like, no, it's fucking wall-to-wall amazing. So hopefully Ninja is just as good, but I guess we'll find out. So that's going to be it for tonight. Over the weekend, I'm going to be playing Frog Detective. A big change from the character action games I've been playing, and hopefully a less annoying narrative that ends up happening. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that over the weekend. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to take the whole weekend. I've been using How Long to Beat to, like, at least get some rough times that people have completed games in. And obviously, for one, like, I'm streaming them. I'm going to be taking longer. But I also haven't ever used them as, like, a gauge of how long they'll take. So, I don't know if this is going to be, like, 1 or 2 streams, if it's going to take me until next weekend. We'll see how it goes. But I figure I should probably start, like, at least, like, getting an idea. Because if I can kind of use them to ballpark it, I can plan a bit better. Usually I've been flying by the seat of my pants, and thankfully haven't been caught out too many times, like going, oh, beat this game early, I didn't think about what I was going to stream. Frog Detective was up my sleeve just in case I beat Bayo 3 a bit earlier, but it went on for a while, which is kind of good, because, like, there's a lot more meat to that game than 1 and 2, but yeah. Anyway, on to greener pastures with Frog Detective. And then we've got another week. Patch 6.445 FF14 drops on my Tuesday. I'm not going to be streaming it on Tuesday because it finishes, like, patching finishes up at 8 or 9, and I'm not streaming then. So there's probably going to be a 14 stream during the week, during the coming week. It's probably going to start on Wednesday. There's the variant dungeon, which is probably the thing that I'm probably going to stream a decent amount of. There's the Hildebrand questline. I might do the Hildebrand questline first. So what I'll probably do is, like, Wednesday we'll probably do Hildebrand, see if we can get that all done, plus the weapon quest and stuff like that. Then Thursday I'll probably do some variant dungeon. Might even take that on to Friday, honestly. Because why the fuck not? If I'm going to do a full, like, set of 14 streams, I'm probably not going to stream Elden Ring, but I do want to kind of keep my momentum a little bit, and I didn't stream this week because things happened. So it might be a jam-packed week, but it might just be 14. And then next week, I'm probably going to have to start a new game. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet. I downloaded, like, so Steam Summer Sale, I bought, like, 4 or 5 games, and I realized I had a 6th and a 7th that I had installed, but never actually started playing, because I was kind of all over the place with what I was planning, so... I have a lot of options, and I don't know what direction I want to go in, so it'll probably be a surprise, but I am thinking about the next game we're going to do. That's probably going to start next weekend, after Frog Detective. But yeah, those are rough plans for the next week-ish. Oh yeah, Blue Mage, but I haven't started Blue Mage, so... That's not coming up on the stream. Not anytime soon. Yeah, I think that's about it. So... Frog Detective tomorrow, and on Sunday, maybe. Depends on how long it takes. And we'll see how we go from there. It got up to level 80, right? Yeah, it got up to Shadowbringers. Because it was definitely looking... Because one of the bosses they showcased for Blue Mage was Innocence. So yeah, it's probably up to there. But yeah, Blue Mage is probably, once I've done all of the job quests I haven't done done myself at all yet. Once I've cleared all of those, then I'll probably think about Blue Mage, because Blue Mage is probably going to be a long-time project. But yeah, can't wait to get Light Rampant. You and a lot of Blue Mages. Yeah, that's where we'll leave it for tonight. So, thank you very much for watching live or on the VODs. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I hope to see you all next time.